Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Derek Van Buskirk. It's November 15th, 2023. President Joe Biden meets with President Xi Jinping in San Francisco today.
I'm happy we had found time to meet.
Aimed at restoring channels of communication and steadying U.S.-China relations, they will discuss a variety of global issues. 2 men are found dead after their small plane crashes near Slate Canyon in Utah County. The third person who survived the crash was taken to the hospital by medical chopper. Police are still looking into the cause. The Majority Caucus elects Mike Schwartz as the new Speaker of the House. The Speaker-elect released a statement saying, quote, "This is a responsibility and a position that I take seriously." Tom Homo, BYU Athletics Director, will receive the John L. Toner Award. The award is given by the National Football Foundation to recognize athletic directors with superior administrative talent. Homo will receive the award on December 5th. The Ice Castles in Midway are coming back this year with a new look. They will have caverns, crawl spaces, tunnels, and a horse-drawn sleigh ride. Tickets go on sale November 29th, but an opening date has not yet been announced. According to the U.S. News, about 65% of BYU students speak a second language. Universe Live's Annika Oran is live in the newsroom. Annika, BYU actually has a program that gives students the opportunity to practice their language skills, right?
Yes, that's right. BYU offers foreign language housing where students speak their language daily. Students tell me living there helps them improve and maintain their language proficiency.
The Language Immersion Student Residences, or LISR, offer 10 languages. These languages include Chinese, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, and American Sign Language. Students are expected to communicate in their designated apartment language as much as possible. BYU junior Bianca Pizzorno says living here takes humility.
If you're not able to accept correction, then it's probably not the place for you. But if you're really wanting to improve your language skills, it's a really good environment.
Pizzorno says immersion helps her improve her vocabulary and do better in her language coursework. The program requires students to attend dinner 4 days a week with the other students assigned to their same language. They say this helps them feel more like a family. There is a native speaker assigned to each apartment to help students learn. Brooke Freeman has lived in the LISR for 2 years.
I love language learning and getting to use the languages that I speak, and so this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
First in the French house and now in the Italian house.
It's a wonderful community. I think that's what has kept me here above anything else.
Freeman says students are self-motivated and help each other stay accountable in learning. Students tell me studying language and culture means they automatically have something in common.
It's kind of nice that even with all our different backgrounds, like the language is what bonds us together.
The Language Immersion Program Director says he is always impressed by the progress LISR participants make in both speaking proficiency and cultural understanding. Reporting for Universe Live, I'm Annika Oran.
Thanks, Annika. BYU is one of the top colleges in the nation for language learning, the Language Immersion Program being one of the many ways students can develop their skills. Lace up your walking shoes. We've got a story that will make you see city planning in a whole new light. Universe Live reporter Emma Everett Johnson hits the streets to show us how zoning laws could be helping out your mental health.
The zoning laws in your city might matter more than you think. Here in Utah, officials are looking at the impact of walkability and zoning on people's mental health.
Living next to a busy restaurant might sound like a nightmare. But this mixed-use development in Provo and other neighborhoods could actually be giving you a boost. Sam Benyon has lived in this area for 3 years.
There's a lot of things around here, a lot of resources. Like there's some restaurants down the street if I wanted to. If I forgot some groceries, I could just go over to the corner market. I can walk instead of driving, so it makes me go outside. That does help.
Utah Governor Spencer Cox says these physically tight-knit communities could be key to tackling the mental health crisis.
Provo is working really hard to develop its downtown in a cohesive way, to make that a focus of being able to be walkable. Gives you a little more unity and gives people more connection with each other because people don't want to sit on I-15. You know, they want to be able to shop and have entertainment and get to parks and stuff like that without having to get in their car.
Provo City development reps say zoning changes have helped downtown thrive.
Because you don't tend to isolate yourself as much. The social aspect is better.
Walkable communities are popping up across the state, and more are in the works.
I'm Emma Everett Johnson, walking around here in Provo, reporting for Universe Live.
A Utah family is changing dating for couples. A father and son from Fruit Heights is bringing psychology and fun to their new Couples Challenge initiative. Universe Live reporter Cindy Merrill is in the newsroom. Cindy, you met with the founders of Adventure Couples and got a sneak peek at their next adventure.
I did. This father and son duo creates weeks-long dating challenges to foster communication and connection in couples. Their next free adventure for couples across the country is the Christmas Chase. Entrepreneur Britton Rasmussen and his wife were starting to fall out of their dating routine.
There came a point where we were just sitting at home and we were like, well, we're so bored. What should we do tonight?
So they started back up with what couples do. Date.
Let's go!
That sparked their dating challenge idea.
And I remember we both said the comment like, wow, forgot what it was like dating you. So like we both talked about it, like, man, it feels so good just to like date again.
Britton went to his father, Clayne Rasmussen, who has more than 30 years experience as a marriage and family therapist.
Yo.
They combined their unique skills to create date experiences that foster connection and togetherness for couples.
His ability to understand and market and create these fun activities combined with the principles that makes this a pretty special partner.
Adventure Couples offers these dating adventures along with therapeutic advice and principles. Clayne compiled 12 principles every relationship must have.
It gives me an opportunity to help couples differently than sitting here in therapy.
It's full of water.
Hundreds signed up for their treasure hunt in October.
We found it!
And even more couples signed up for their Christmas chase that starts this December. Challenges in the chase include dates like competing in a polar plunge and other winter activities. Couples earn points as they complete dates, and the overall winner wins a trip to Mexico.
As far as our family, we talk a lot now that our mission is to help other people. And like I said, this is the first business that's had like a mission to serve and help. And so, right, we've talked like, what if for the next 10, 20 years, our whole purpose is to help?
Joining the Christmas Chase is free and open to all, but whether couples participate or not, the Rasmussens say the most important part is connecting with people you love.
Thanks, Cindy.
BYU basketball season has gotten off to a great start, getting 2 early wins, including last Friday's game against the 17th nationally ranked San Diego State Aztecs. There's always lots of excitement and competition when these two teams meet. To add to that, the Aztecs are coming off an NCAA finals run last year, and people expect them to have another great year. BYU knew they were the underdogs and came out with an efficient game plan and toppled the Aztecs, winning 74-65. They look to continue this hot streak against Southeastern Louisiana tonight at 7. BYU football had a tough in-conference matchup against Iowa State this week. They faced off in Lavelle Edwards and could never really get into the game. Unfortunately, it didn't look good for BYU from the start. On the first play of the game, the Cougars turned the ball over, and things didn't get much better from there. BYU did end up finding the end zone twice, once in the first quarter and then again in the third. This was a tough outing for what many were hoping would qualify BYU for a bowl game, with BYU needing their 6th win. They will need to play their best football to make that happen now, seeing as they have Oklahoma and Oklahoma State to finish up their season. BYU women's soccer won the first round of the NCAA tournament against fellow Utah team Utah State on Friday. BYU is one of the 4 #1 seeds in the tournament and is expected to make a deep run and possibly win it all. Although unranked in the tournament, USU has been a solid team and actually beat BYU earlier this season in a huge upset. BYU got their revenge on Friday, beating USU 2-0. They move on to USC tomorrow in the round of 32.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live, and have a great day.